Good evening, all of you. Do you keep waiting for the session to start? Eager, all of you? That is the first sign that you're liking it. If you are waiting when it is going to be 7 o'clock and when we are going to start, take it as the first sign that you've started liking. And if it is becoming like compulsion, that means you're really not liking. And how eagerly you're doing the homework. When I give the questions, are you really eager to look at the questions immediately? Then are you taking a printout of the sessions I'm sending and then writing in the space between, or you're making your own separate notebook and writing the question number and then you're writing the answers by yourself. You're trying to do the question in more than one method. You're extremely enjoying. You're talking to your friends and relatives and everyone about this, that, hey, I'm doing like this and what fun, it's really good. All these are signs that you're liking it. Okay. And if you're not talking about it and at 5:30 you start getting goosebumps that, oh, now it is 5:30, 7 o'clock class will start, that means you're not liking it. And don't do if you don't like it. If you're not liking it, don't compel yourself. If you're liking, do it. If you're not liking it, maybe you like something else. It's not essential that every child should like maths. If you're liking, we can go ahead to any heights. And if you're not liking, just take it easy. Don't force yourself. Find out what else you're liking, if not this. You will be liking something wherein you would really want to do more and more every time, tirelessly. Keep searching for that. And for all those whose parents are also sitting besides you, thank you so much for joining. I got a feedback from one or two parents that they are with their children in the sessions, and it is really nice to know. For more than one reason, if we can be with our child, we will be able to interact with him in a more constructive way after the session, because the kind of thought we are trying to put in them, if they are able to discuss with you, they will grow very fast. And for you to understand their discussion, it will be good if you can sit with them in the sessions, so you can have a very interactive discussion with them. You can also become a student, put in your ideas and bring out more and more ideas from the children. That is one great way to encourage the child. And you will be able to understand the methodology of how things go in MPI. This is absolutely basic, or we can call it even below basic, but could be somewhere just outside the entrance of MPI. This is the atmosphere. You will get a sense of how things grow over here. We try to prove all the results and we try to prepare the child in a cognitive fashion. And we really don't believe at our institute in making the child learn 100 things and chip out marks. We will make every effort to bring understanding in the child, make the child a self learner, make him do the proofs himself, make him think, make him grow in a very constructive and different way. So MPI child shines everywhere, wherever he goes. And this is not marketing, this is just making you aware of the methodology that has been instilled in us by our seniors, by Professor Prakash. So it is a very different type of treatment that we believe in. It's 7 o'clock, so let us get started. Last time we have seen the concepts of ratio in two or three numbers, and three numbers in proportion or four numbers in proportion. We also solved a few problems. Now, I'm sure you must have attempted all the problems. We will do the problems together. Check out if you did the same thing or you did it in some other fashion. If your method is also valid, then absolutely okay. But if your method is not valid and your answer has come correct, please check out on your method. Okay, now this is a simple analogy type problem. Those who have appeared for scholarships will know that it is 18 is to m, 3 is to 15. Then m is what? We will simply write as 18 upon m is equal to 3 upon 15. And then to find the value of m, we will cross multiply. So 3 into m is 18 into 15. So if I want m, 3 will come on this side in division. Since it is multiplication division, I can do the cancellation. Okay, so m will be 18 5s are 90. Now, how will I tally? Is 18 upon 90 equal to 3 upon 15 equal to 1 upon 5? What is the lowest form over here? 1 upon 5. So my answer 90 is correct. Keep a habit of tallying each and every answer. Now, as we go ahead, as I said now, we are already on the half point today. We will finish half the sessions today. So we will be going slightly steeper now, not as slow as we were doing in the first few lectures. I will try to take a little more higher end problems, and I will try to go a little fast, expecting the children to pick up what I'm talking now. I may not repeat the methods which I have repeated in the first 2-3 sessions. Now children should be able to take over. Ratio of the amount of money of A and B is 3 and 5 when A and C is 2 and 3. Now, as we did a problem that day, that if A and B and A and C is given, then A is common, and therefore the first ratio we will write as B and A, and the second we will write as A and C. So if A is to B is 3 is to 5, B is to A will be 5 is to 3. And then A is to C is 2 is to 3. So this will be my ratio of all three numbers. 5 2s are 10 is 2, 3 2s are 6 is 2, 3 3s are 9. So the ratio of three numbers is 10 is to 6 is to 9. And amount with B is 200. So by using this, I can find the ratio of proportion, constant of proportion. 10 into 20 is 200. So 20 is a constant of proportion. The numbers will be 6 into 20, 9 into 20, and 10 into 20. So the numbers will be 200, 120, and 180. And what are they asking? Difference in the amount of A and C. So 180 minus 120, that is 60. Another way around, as we did the other day, this is 9 parts and 6 parts. So the difference in them will be 3 parts into constant of proportion, that is 60. If we go by x, this will be 9x minus 3x, 6x, that will be 3x into 20 will give us 60. Okay, so the answer will be 60 both ways. Then the next question is just similar to this. Those who are getting correct answers, pat your own back, say Yahoo, and you can ask for a chocolate. or you can ask something what you like, because if all you can actually you can set your own target, that if I get all questions correct, bargain with your parents, all questions correct, I want this, one question wrong, I want this. And as far as possible, what you ask for, let it be a very qualitative gift. Don't ask for a lot of costly things. You can request your mom to make your favorite dish, or request your dad to take you on a ride on the bike or something like that. Okay, now this is also similar. B is to A. So play with yourself. Na? Set a target, and that will actually pump you with a lot of energy. That yes, I want to get full score, total full marks. Ratio of B is to A is 4 is to 3, and the ratio of A is to C is 1 is to 2. Then it will be 4 is to 3 is to 6. Now please look over here, that over here 4 and 6 are not in their lowest form. So if it was only 4 is to 6, I could have reduced it to 2 is to 3. But I cannot reduce only 4 and 6. Unless all three are divisible by some number, I cannot bring it to the lowest form. If I have to bring this to the lowest form, I should be able to divide each number by that number. Here only 4 and 6 can be divided by 2. So I keep it as it is. I will not bring this 4 and 6 to 2 and 3. If I bring this 4 and 6 to 2 and 3, then I will have to bring this 3 also to 1.5. Remember that. If I'm dividing, I'll have to divide all three. So I better keep it like this. Now the salary of B is 320. So how do I find the constant proportion? I multiply 4 by 80, then I get 320. So the constant of proportion is 80, and 6 minus 3 will be 3. 3 parts multiplied by the constant of proportion. Difference in salaries of A and C will be 240. Now I have skipped this method because I realized that this is faster. Why to do 3 into 80, 6 into 80 and subtract? I can directly do 6 minus 3 into 80 and I get the answer. Why to write 3 steps when I can do it in 1 step? This is how you grow. When you do multiple sums of the same type, you know what shortcuts can be taken. As said, if sum is asked, you will have to find the real values, or 6 plus 3, 9 into 8. So where you can take a shortcut, which shortcuts are safe, you have to spot it out as you do many questions of the same type. Don't do those questions just like a practice, rote practice. Okay, grow more and more with every question. Okay, now 154 is divided in 3 people in the ratio 1 is to 2, 1 is to 4, and 1 is to 8. How much amount is left after distribution? So what I need to do, I can do this by 2 methods. One is I will divide 154 by 4, 154 by 2, by 4, and by 8. And by 8. And I will add all those amounts. And whatever I get, I will subtract it from 154. So I can either do it by LCM method or compute each of this. This comes 77. Now, obviously, do I have to divide, or this will be half of this? This is upon 2, this is upon 4. So this will be half of this, that comes to 38 rupees 50 paise. And this will be half of that, that will be 19 rupees 25 paise. And when I add all this, I will get 134 rupees 75 paise. So this is the amount that has been distributed. Now what is asked? How much amount is left after the distribution? So I will have to do 154 minus 134.75. This will be a carryover of 100 because this is rupees. So 25 and 153 minus 34 will be 90. So 19 rupees 25 paise are left after the distribution. This is method 1. What will be method 2? I will find out. When I'm explaining the question, don't be in a hurry to write down because I'm sending you all the solutions later on, isn't it? So pay attention to the screen, understand the methods. Okay, don't be in the mode of copying down from the board and 1 minute teacher will rub out and bit under that I have to copy down. Pay attention, see what is happening. So one is you're going to get ready-made solutions after the lecture, and otherwise also you should develop the retaining power, not just copy down, copy down, copy down. Try to understand so that you will be able to do it yourself afterwards. Copying down means you are just becoming a typewriter. Don't become a typewriter. Second method is, what is 1 upon 2 plus 1 upon 4 plus 1 upon 8? This much fraction of the amount is getting distributed. So can I add this? This will be 4 plus 2 plus 1 upon 8. That is 7 upon 8. Now this was the LCM method of finding the answer. In which other way I can do this? 1 upon 2 is 4 upon 8, equivalent fraction. 1 upon 4 is 2 upon 8, equivalent fraction, and 1 upon 8 is 1 upon 8. So 1 upon 8 plus 2 upon 8 plus 4 upon 8 is 7 upon 8. So 7 upon 8 part of the whole amount is distributed. So how much remains now? 8 upon 8 minus 7 upon 8, no? Whole minus 7 upon 8. So 1 upon 8 of the whole amount remains after the distribution. So I can directly find 1 upon 8 into 154. Now those who can do decimal divisions will get the answer 19 rupees 25 paise. Others may get it in the form of mixed fraction. Divide 154 by 8. 8 ones are 8. 8 nines are 72. 19 integer 2 upon 8 or 19 integer 1 upon 4. Anything is correct. You can write it this way, this brought to the lowest fraction this way, or make it into mixed fraction. All answers are correct. So we've seen two methods. In the first method, actually found the amounts and then added and subtracted from 154. Second method, we found how much amount remains in fraction and then got the answer in fraction and then converted it to rupees. Okay. I am deliberately going a little fast because now we have played enough with fractions and you should pick up this speed in a good amount now. Ratio of two numbers is 3:7. Let the numbers be 3x and 7x. Ratio of two numbers is 3:7. Let the numbers be 3x and 7x, where the constant of proportion is x. Now we know that we have to multiply the number by some constant of proportion to get the real number, multiply the ratio. Now, 7 is subtracted from the smaller number. Now look at this question very carefully. Huh? I'm getting two new numbers. These are my initial numbers. Initially, I have these numbers. One number is 3x and the other number is 7x. Now from the first number, whatever it is, I am subtracting 7. And to the second number, I am adding 17. Please look carefully. These are my original numbers. I am subtracting 7 from first number. I am adding 17 to the greater number. And now the ratio of this is 1:3. That means in this new numbers, this number is 3 times this number. Ratio is 1:3 means I can also put it like this. 3x minus 17 upon 7x plus 17 is equal to 1/3 or 1:3. And now I need to find the value of x. So what do? I will cross multiply. Now last lecture, I did the last question by cross multiplication, and because we were just about to finish time, I did it slightly fast. Today, let us do it more systematically. So 3x minus 17 upon 7x plus 17 is 1:3. And we want to find the value of x. So what is the method? We will cross multiply. Those who don't know how to solve equations, please see very carefully. You will learn how to solve equations like this. You will learn algebra formally later, but you can definitely learn this. 3 into bracket 3x minus 17 full bracket is equal to 1 into bracket 7x plus 17. I have cross multiplied. Now when I cross multiply by bracket, that means I have to multiply each element in the bracket by the element outside. So I will do 3 multiplied by 3x, that will be 9x, minus sign comes as it is, and 17 multiplied by 3, that is 51. So 9x, it's 3x minus 7, not 7. 3x minus 7. So 7 multiplied by 3 is 20. So 9x minus 21 is equal to 1 into 7x, that is 7x, plus 1 into 17, that is 17. So this is my next step. I have opened the brackets. While opening the bracket, I will multiply each element in the bracket by the element outside. I will keep the sign as it is. Now I get 9x minus 21 is equal to 7x minus 70. 7x plus 70. Okay. Now I want to bring all x terms on one side and numbers on one side, so that I finally get the value of x. When 7x crosses the magic river of equal to, this is plus here, so it becomes minus. So 9x minus 7x becomes equal to 17. And now this 21 is minus here. So when it comes on this side, it will become plus. See how things are going on step by step. First, I cross multiplied. Then I opened the bracket. Then I took all x terms on one side. 9x minus 7x will be 2x. Okay. When I have x in both places, I can subtract. This is called as the coefficient. And this is called as the variable. Coefficient is a number that is associated with the variable. I can subtract the coefficient. So 9x minus 7x is 2x, and 17 plus 21 is 38. So 9x minus 7x. 2x is 38, and therefore x will be 90. Now, what is this x? That is the constant of proportion. Let us go back. If you have understood this part of the equation, now let us go back to the answer. What was my x? X was my constant of proportion, and the original ages were 3x and 7x. So what will be 3x now? It will be 3 into 90, 57. And what will be 7x? It will be 7 into 90, that is 133. Now, how did I find this 7 into 19 fast? Like we saw last time, I can know what is 20 into 7, 140. And 19 into 7 will be minus 7. So those who don't know the table of 19, if you are capable of it, 19 sevens up, attack 133. Those who know, great. Those who know random tables, they are at a great benefit. But those who don't know can do it this way, by horizontal table method. 20 sevens are 140, minus 7 will be 19 sevens. So the smaller number is 57 and the larger number is 33. What have they asked? They are asking us find the smaller number. So the answer will be 57. Now, I want you to do the tally of this yourself. I am not going to do. Find if 57 is to 133 is 3 is to 7. Find if you subtract 7 from 57 and add 17 to 133, do you get two numbers that are 1 is to 3? That should be your tally below the solution. And if it tallies, your answer is tallied, then you know it for yourself. You don't have to wait for the teacher to tell whether your answer is correct or no. If you can get the tally, that means your answer is correct. So wherever you can tally the answer, develop a habit of tallying your own answers. It doesn't tally if something is going wrong. You can quickly go back and correct wherever you're going. Next question. Prices of articles A and B are in the ratio 5 is to 3. So let the constant of proportion be n, say, or x, whatever. Then the price of this article is 5x. And the price of this article is 3x. Now we know we can do all these questions with and without x. So if I'm doing it with x, you will do it without x as your homework. If I'm doing it without x, you will do it as with x as your homework. Okay, so we will be able to take more sums and little difficult sums. Okay, so the difference in their prices is 2x. If the second article costs rupees 320 less, what does that mean? 2x is equal to 320. Because the difference in their prices is 2x. So 2x is 320, x will be 160. And what are they asking us? They are asking us find the total cost of both. So if x is 160, then the price of first article is 160 multiplied by 5. Okay, what will that be? 16 fives are 80 and 10 on it. So the price of first article will be 800 and the price of second article will be 160 into 3, that will be 480. So the sum of both the articles will be 800 into 480, that will be 1280. This is the first method. Understand this? Method 1, I have found the value of article 1, found the value of article 2, by multiplying the constant of proportion to their ratio and then added it to get the total. Now, what will be method 2? Method 2 is, I know X is 160 and the cost of first article is 5x, cost of second article is 3x. So what is the cost of both the articles? 8x. Can I directly multiply 160 by 8 and get the answer instead of doing this multiplication and adding? Difference is price is this and sum of price is 8x. So if x is 160, 8x will be 160 into 8. Answer is same, 1280. So in this, we reduce one step. Here I am doing this addition, this multiplication and addition. So I'm doing 3 steps and here I'm doing it in one step, 160 into 8x. So wherever longer methods are not serving you anything, don't go for the longer method. Why go longer method? Take the shorter method. Where longer method teaches you some skill or gives you some good idea, go by the longer method. Where it is just a waste of time, the more you develop your understanding, the faster you will be able to do some questions. And then questions with multiple twists. You can do the first, second, third steps fast, and you can give enough time for the harder steps. Okay. Next question. A vessel contains 135 liters of water. Okay. A vessel contains 135 liters of water. Full capacity of vessel, or even if it is not full capacity, to whatever amount it is filled, it has 135 liters. How many liters of water must be removed and replaced by squash concentrate so that the proportion of water and squash becomes 11:4? Understand the question very carefully. I am having 135 liters of water. They are asking how many liters of water I will remove and replace by squash, meaning as much water I am removing, that much squash I am putting in. What does that mean? My final quantity should remain 135. If I am removing 1 liter, I am adding 1 liter. If I am removing 10 liters, I am adding 10 liters. So final quantity will remain 135. So finally, I want 135 liters of mixture with the ratio of water to squash as 11:4. Does that become simple now? Let the constant of proportion be x and amount of water in the final proportion will be 11x and amount of squash in the final proportion, final mixture will be 4x. So the quantity will be 11x and 4x and I know my quantity is 135. So 15x will be 135. X will be 135 divided by 15. That will be 9. So constant of proportion is 9, meaning water in the mixture will be 11 into 9, that is 99 liters, and squash concentrate in the mixture will be 4 into 9, that is 36 liters. My final mixture will have 99 liters of water and 36 liters of squash concentrate. So what is asked? How many liters of water must be removed and replaced by squash? 36. So my final answer will be 36. Why am I insisting on final answer every time? You will be having exams, maybe with MPI, where you will have questions of 0099 type or numerical questions wherein we will just ask you the final answer. We may not look into your method. We may just want a final answer. And over there, if you're doing the entire calculation correct, but you make a mistake in entering the final answer, if you've not read the question correctly, if you misinterpret here, what is asked, if you're not able to understand what is asked and you write answer as 99 or you write answer as 15, in spite of doing the question correct, you will get it wrong. So for such paper types, exam types, where only the final answer matters, MCQ or only numerical type exams, you have to correctly understand the question. Sometimes they may write like this also. Write your final answer in milliliters or write your final answer in kiloliters. Your answer may come in some different unit. Maybe you will get some answer in gram and they are asking it in kg. You have to convert and write. If you write your answer in gram, you will get wrong because these papers will be checked on system. It will be computerized check. So the system does not understand that the child answer is correct. He's just written it in the wrong units. Wrong. So it is very important part of the whole thing, particularly for performance and getting marks. Understanding is a completely different part. You understood the question, you could do it, great. But when you have to convert your understanding in scores, all these small things matter a lot. What is asked, which unit is it is asked, all that you have to be very careful while entering your final answer. As long as you're understanding, great. One big part of what you need to achieve, you've achieved. But we are into a world of competitive exams where you merely understanding may not help. You will have to convert it into marks to show it to your teacher that you have understood. Next question. There is 4 years difference in the present ages of Prachi and Shachi. There is 4 years difference in the present ages of Prachi and Shachi. 5 years ago, the ratio of their ages was 5:3. Find the present age of Shachi. Now we will do this. Please look very carefully how I'm doing this question. I'm going to do it in 2 ways. Okay. Method 1. There is 4 years difference in the present ages of Prachi and Shachi. 5 years ago, their ages were 5:3, meaning Prachi is older and Shachi is younger. वो तो वैसे ही रहेगा. ऐसे नहीं होने वाला कि 4 बरस में प्राची अब छोटी हो गई और शची बड़ी हो गई. If their ratios are 5:3, 4 years ago, today also Prachi is older, Shachi is smaller. So if I take today, Shachi is X years old, then Prachi will become X plus 4 years old today. Then 5 years ago, what was Shachi? X minus 5. And what was Prachi? X plus 4 minus 5. So that is plus 4 minus 5 will be minus 1. So is the difference in their ages still 4? Please understand that difference in ages never changes. Last time we saw some of the ages changes, their ratios change, but difference will remain same because how much ever first person grows, the other person also grows by those many years. So the difference remains same always. Some may change. So 5 years ago, Shachi was X minus 5 and Prachi was X minus 1. and the ratios were 5:3, Prachi to Shachi. So Shachi to Prachi was 3:5. So x minus 5 upon x minus 1 is 3/5. I would want you to solve this equation as your homework to find the value of x. You will cross multiply like we did in the last example. Cross multiply, open the bracket, multiply each element in the bracket by the element outside and find the value of x. And what is x? Shachi's age. So we will directly get our answer. They are asking find the present age of Shachi. So whatever value of x comes will be my answer. This is method 1. What we did in method 1? We considered today's ages as x and x plus 4, and then we found their ratios 5 years back and then found the value of x. This is method 1. Method 2. I will consider x as the constant of proportion 5 years ago. X I will take as constant of proportion of their ages 5 years ago. So 5 years ago, Prachi's age was 5x and Shachi's age was 3x, because 5 years ago the ratio in their ages was 5:3. So their actual ages were 5x and 3x. Now what will happen today? If I'm coming from 5 years back to today, I will add 5. In the first method, I went from today to 5 years back. I subtracted 5. Now I'm coming from 5 years back to today. I will add 5. So Prachi's age will become 5x plus 5 and Shachi's age will become 3x plus 5. And this ratio, the difference in this is 4 years. This is Prachi's today's age and this is Shachi's today's age, and we know that the difference is 4. So 5x plus 5 minus 3x plus 5 is 4. See carefully what I am doing. 5x plus 5, and when I am opening this bracket, I am putting minus sign on both. When there is minus outside the bracket, the sign of each number inside the bracket becomes opposite. So when I've opened the bracket, it has become minus 3x minus 5. So 5x minus 3x has become 2x and 5 minus 5 has become 0. So I get 2x is equal to 4, x is equal to 2. Now if x is equal to 2, 3x, that is Shachi's age 5 years ago was 6. And they are asking today's age of Shachi, that will be 6 plus 5, 11. This was method 2. In both methods. Now you have to decide for yourself which was more efficient, which was more faster, and which was hassle-free, least complicated. Compare both the methods. This is one example I have given you how you can approach every question in more than one ways and find for yourself which method is more efficient. And when you do several such questions, when a similar question comes in the exam, you will directly know which is the faster method. You will not get stuck in the longer method over there. But for that, you need to do legwork at home. You have to do this, think over it. Don't just leave it to exam. Then you will end up doing a very long method and you will kill the time of other questions. So you have to do all these things at home. Okay. Let us go to the next question. The ratio of the ages of 3 girls is 1:3:4. The ratio of their ages 4 years ago was 1:5:7. What is the sum of their ages presently? Okay, same. Instead of 2 girls, now it is 3 girls. The ratio of 3 girls present is 1:3:4. So if one girl is 1 year old, or let us take the constant of proportion today as x, then today their ages are 1x, 3x and 4x today. And 4 years ago, this girl was x minus 4. This girl was 3x minus 4. And this girl was 4x minus 4. And their ratio was 1:5:7. I want to find x. So I need not take into consideration all these. I can take this pair, or I can take this pair, or I can take this pair. I can take any pair to find the value of x. We will do it with one pair here. Your job is to do by the remaining 2 pairs also and confirm that the answer is coming same. I will do it with one pair. I find, because this is 1, I find it the fastest one. So x minus 4 upon 3x minus 4 is equal to 1/5. I cross multiply. So 5 into bracket x minus 4 will be 1 into bracket 3x minus 4, that is 3x minus 4. So 5x minus 20 is equal to 3x minus 4. So I will take this on this side and this on this side. I will get 5x minus 3x is equal to minus 4 plus 20. So 2x is 16, x is 8. So what is x? The youngest girl's age today. So the youngest girl is 8. So the 3x value will be 8 3s are 24 and the 4x value be 8 4s are 32. And they are asking the sum of their ages. So it will simply be the sum of 8 plus 24 plus 32, that will be 64. Now this was method 1. What have I taken? Today's ratio as x, 3x, 4x, and then found the past ratio. What will be method 2? I will consider their ages 4 years ago, constant of proportion 1:5:7. Though 4 years ago, their ages were x, 5x, and 7x. So today their ages will be x plus 4, 5x plus 4, and 7x plus 4. And that ratio is 1:3. So exactly the same method what we did for the earlier question. There it was with 2 numbers. Here we are doing it with 3 numbers. I want you to do this sum also by both the methods. And I sent the solutions immediately after the lecture. But I would recommend you don't immediately see the solutions. Now, after attending our today's lecture, Whatever questions you've got correct and with my method only, hooray. Whatever questions you have got correct, but with some other method, try my method also. And whatever questions you've got wrong, try to do it by yourself before looking into the solution. Now that you've attended the lecture, you must have understood where you've gone wrong. So try to do it yourself. Don't immediately look into the solution. If parents are active and if they can keep the solutions away from the child for a while and let him think once again on the question after attending the session, that will be a more constructive growth than handing over the solution to him immediately. You have to stretch the thinking capacity of the child as much as you can. That gives the real growth. Next, the ratio of the incomes of Suresh and Sadhu is 3:4. Okay. So if the constant of proportion is x, their incomes will be 3x and 4x. Suresh's income doubled. So when I'm multiplying 3x by 2, I will get 6x. Suresh's income doubled and Sadhu's income increased by 2.5 times. Now those who understand decimals, 2.5 will be 2.5. So 2.5 into 4 will be 10x. Those who don't understand decimal, what will be 4 multiplied by 2.5? What is 2.5? We know we can convert it into improper fraction. That will be 4 into 2 to the 4 plus 1, 5. 5 upon 2. And because it is multiplication division, I can cancel it. 5 to the 10. And those who don't even want to do this, what is 2.5 times of 4? Double of 4 is 8 and plus half of 4 is 2. 8 plus 2. You can do it orally. What is 1.5 times of 4? 4 plus half of 4, 6. What is 4 and 3/4 of 4? 1 and 3/4 of 4? 4 is 1 and 3/4 of 4 is 3. So what is 1 integer 3 upon 4? 7. So many things you can do orally also. Keep sharpening your brain every time. Keep asking several questions to yourself and so many quick jumps like monkey. If you've seen a monkey, how it jumps from one branch to another, quick. Like that, your brain is like a monkey, no? We all know our brain is like a monkey. So make your monkey jump on max branches. And quick, हाँ ये भी हो सकता है, ये भी हो सकता है, ऐसे भी हो सकता है, वैसे भी हो सकता है. Wow, what fun! Explore your own methods. Do one question by 10 methods. It's great fun. So after Suresh's income has become double, that is 6x, and Sadhu's income has become 2.5 times 10x, what will be the ratio of their incomes? They're simply asking the ratio. They're not asking us real income, nothing. They don't wish to know they are not telling what is the income just now. They're just telling the ratio is 3:4. And they're telling that one's income has increased by double, another's income is increased by 2.5 times. What will be their ratio? They are not revealing their real salaries. Maybe they're big executives in big offices and they don't want to tell us their salaries. They're just telling you now the ratio is 6:10x. So what is the ratio now? So what is the ratio? When I do 6x upon x, what is the meaning of this? This is 6 multiplied by x. And this is 10 multiplied by x. It is all multiplication division. I can cancel x to x, and this is also not the lowest fraction. This is 2 3s are 6 and 2 5s are 10. So the lowest form of the fraction is 3 upon 5, and therefore 6x is to 10x is nothing but 3:5. So when the income of Sadhu increased by 2 and when the Suresh increased by 2 and Sadhu increased by 2.5 times, the ratio has become 3:5. Earlier it was 3:4. See what they are asking and what we are doing. You should be able to navigate through the question correctly in the direction what is asked. Don't keep on doing something mindlessly. Do every question mindfully. The sum of the ages of Kanta and Urmila is 24 years. Urmila is 2 times as old as Kanta. By the way, before you come for the class, I want you to do several attempts on the questions. Don't just attempt a question once and declare ki nahi aata hai. Teacher will do, I will listen. Do several attempts. If you don't get it once, try it again, try it again. You tried it day before, then again yesterday, again today morning, again before the class, because you get at least 2 days, and weekends so you get 3 days to work over some germ. So don't give up after one attempt. And if you don't understand the question in English, translate it into Marathi or your mother tongue. Sometimes you understand a question better when translated in your own mother tongue. So if you are unable to understand what is asked, then translate it to Marathi, one sentence, essay. If you are unable to translate, take your parents' help. Convert the question in mother tongue, you understand it better, you may quickly get the answer. Every word that I'm talking, every sentence that I'm talking is $1 million sentence. Remember that, that will be your great steps to go up the ladder. I'm not talking anything which is not relevant or useful. The sum of the ages of Kanta and Urmila is 24 years. Urmila is 2 times as old as Kanta. And their sum is 24 years. So what do I need to do? I need to make a 3-compartment train where Urmila's age is 2 times the age of Kanta and total is 24. So I will divide 24 in 3 parts. 1 part is Kanta and 2 parts is Urmila. So what is Kanta's today's age? 8 years. And what is Urmila's today's age? 16 years. Total is 24. And Urmila is 2 times as old as Kanta. 4 years hence, what will be Kanta? 8 plus 4, 12. And what will be Urmila? 16 plus 4, 20. So what will be the ratio of their ages 4 years hence? 12:20. I can divide both by 4 as the constant of proportion, and I will get 3 here and 5. So the ratio of their ages after 4 years will be 3:5. What was the ratio of their ages today? 1:2. Remember, ratio of the ages is changing. Some of the ages will change. Today it is 16 plus 8, 24. After 4 years, it will become 32. Each of them has grown by 4 years. So total has increased by 8 years. Total does not increase by 4 years. Total increases by 8 years because each girl grew by 4 years. But difference remains same. 16 minus 8 was 8 and 20 minus 12 is also 8. So difference of ages remains same. Some changes by number of girls into number of years. 2 girls, 4 years, some will increase by 8. 3 girls, 4 years, some will increase by 12. Difference remains same and ratio also changes. Difference remains same, some changes, ratio changes. Okay, now the last question for today. Rama, Karama, whoever it is, invested rupees 600 and started a business. After 7 months, look at this word. After 7 months, Govinda invested some amount in the same business. At the end of the year, Govinda got half of the total profit. What is Govinda's investment in the business? I know Rama has invested 6,000 years and we are calculating the profit after 1 year. So Rama has invested for full 12 months. What about Govinda? He's invested some amount. Let us call that amount, say, R rupees. We don't know. We have to find it. And he has invested after 7 months and we are counting the profit after 12 months. That means Govinda has invested for how many months? 5 months. Remember that. He is not investing for 7 months. He is invested after 7 months. And profit is calculated at the end of the year. So Govinda invests R rupees for 5 months. Rama invests 6,000 rupees for 12 months. Last time we saw that the ratio of their profit is the ratio of the product of their amounts invested and the time of investment. So ratio of their profit will be 6,000 into 12 upon R into 5. And Govinda got half of the total profit. So what is the ratio? If the profit is 10 rupees, Govinda got 5 rupees. How much has Rama got? 5 rupees. So what is the ratio of their profit? It is 1:1. The commonest mistake children do is when Govinda got half the total profit, they will take the ratio of Rama and Govinda as 1:2. Galat. Govinda has got half profit, so Rama also get half profit. So the ratio of their profits is 1:1. Both are getting same amount of profit. So 6,000 into 12 upon R into 5 is 1:1, 1:1. This is the ratio of profit of Ram and profit of Govinda. Now I cross multiply 6,000 into 12 is equal to R into 5. I want the value of R, so I take this 5 on this side. Multiplication becomes division. And 5 12s are 60. 1200. So 12 12s are 144. 14420. This will be the amount that Govinda invested for 5 months. Okay, so R will be 1,44,000 for 5 months. Is it absolutely understood that if Govinda is investing for lesser time and getting equal amount of profit, he must be investing a greater amount than Rama? So this is our common sense that my answer should come more than Rama and almost to double or even more, because Rama is investing for 12 months and Govinda is investing for not even 6 months. If he was investing for 6 months, it would come exactly double. He is investing for half time, it would become double because the profit is same. See, like that, constant thinking on a question. Suppose instead of 7 months, it was 6 months. What could have happened? Suppose instead of half of profit, if the profit was 1:2, then what would have happened? One question can lead you to several questions. And that is the real way of learning. You should always generate questions from whatever questions you are being given. Okay, that is how you can make it more interesting, and you will spend hours at your table, you won't even know. All right, we stop for today. I'm not sending you the solutions immediately. Maybe I will send it to you tomorrow morning. So I would want you to work on all the questions, multiple methods, compare, contrast, okay, and everything. Tomorrow morning or late night today, I will send the solutions. And even if I send, hold yourselves. You have 2 days in your hand. And next class, we will be starting with a fresh topic. So you can completely revise our last two lectures, 5 and 6, look into the notes, do the problems again, what you've not understood, go through the YouTube video again. Okay, give a very, very sincere effort, and then you will become great students. And that is what we are looking forward to. Okay, extremely happy to connect with you. Okay, we stop today. Bye bye.
Ma'am, the last question answer you
Bye.
said
Bye, ma'am.
1,44,000, but it was 14,000.
Sorry. We put 10 extra, I think, no?
No, teacher, you said no, teacher. It
Yeah.
was 14,400, but you said
I put
1,44,000.
10 extra. Correct.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Ma'am, for the first question, can I tell you my way of doing it?